22 minutes late and about to change his life forever. The classroom was silent, except for the scratch of pencils on paper. It was final exam day, and everyone was already deep into solving the last two impossible math problems written on the board. Then the door creaked open. Jaden rushed in, breathing hard. He was known around campus as the slacker, the quiet kid who sat in the back, rarely spoke, and never seemed fully prepared. Some classmates rolled their eyes. The professor glanced at his watch. "You're 22 minutes late," he said firmly. "Take a seat. You can still try." Jaden nodded and looked at the board. Only two problems remained. He assumed they were part of the exam. Without asking questions, he pulled out his pencil and began working. The problems looked different, more complex than anything they had studied. Students had already skipped them, thinking they were too hard. But Jaden stared at the equations with intense focus. Minutes passed. The room slowly emptied as students turned in their papers. Jaden stayed. He erased, rewrote, calculated again. Finally, just before time was up, he walked to the professor's desk and handed in his paper quietly. The next morning, the professor stood before the class holding Jaden's exam. "I have something important to say," he began. He explained that the two problems on the board were not part of the exam. They were unsolved research questions he had been working on for months. He had written them there before class as a reminder, not expecting anyone to attempt them. The room went still. "One student not only attempted them," he continued, looking at Jaden, "but solved both correctly." Gasps filled the classroom. Jaden hadn't known the problems were considered impossible. He simply believed they were assigned to him, so he tried. That day, the slacker label disappeared. His confidence grew, and so did the respect of everyone around him. Sometimes, the only difference between ordinary and extraordinary is believing you're supposed to try. And Jaden proved that when you stop doubting yourself, you might just shock the world. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because you never know whose life can change in a single moment.